Hi everyone. In this video, I'm going to discuss OnlyOffice. And OnlyOffice is kind of an open source alternative to Google Drive and Google Docs and Google Sheets and Google Slides. And a lot of this is basically completely open source. They have a GitHub page where you can see the different repositories. In this video, I'm going to show you using their servers for running the code, but if you're so interested to set up your own server and run this on your own computer, you can do that. So again, this is what, once you make an account, this is what one of the sections may look like in the documents area. So this is kind of like Google Drive, and you can put files here. Now let's go back to the main page. The main page is, it may look something like this, and you can make an account here. And for the products, it talks about what is OnlyOffice Docs. You have basically has a document editor, spreadsheet editor, presentation editor, PDF editor, form creator, ebook creator, and you have collaboration features. And I'm not going to go too much in depth about this, but one of the things that they like to advertise is that they have almost complete compatibility with Microsoft Office, which I think is very interesting. Unlike, for example, LibreOffice. Maybe LibreOffice is not completely compatible with Microsoft Office, but OnlyOffice might be. And again, if you want to see the repositories, you can go to their GitHub page, their main GitHub page. And right now I'm going to basically focus on this as kind of an alternative to Google Drive, an alternative to Google Docs, to Google Sheets, and so basically the documents, the spreadsheet, and the presentation. I'm not going to focus on anything else. So again, this is kind of like this. Once you're logged in, you can get a subdomain, and this is the subdomain I chose. And when you see here, you have this is what it looks like. The documents one is kind of like Google Drive. So for example, let's say I want to put a sample folder. And I'm going to upload a PDF and an image here. So you can go upload files. I'm going to do that. Okay, so here I uploaded an image of a panda. I believe this is from Pexels. And this DeepSeek_R1, this is a paper that was on, I believe I found this on DeepSeek's GitHub page. And this is a research paper about one of their AI models. So this is just an example of an image and a PDF here. And now I'm going to upload a folder just to show you uploading a folder. So you can go here and upload folder. So you can have upload many files and subfiles and subfolders. Okay, right now I'm uploading a folder. And actually, I just did drag and drop. I didn't use the method, like I didn't use this method, upload folder. I literally just dragged it from my desktop to the window, and it worked great. So I uploaded some images. This is that's for a previous video I've made. That's an image from Pexels, and this is from another video I've made. And this is from a YouTube video I downloaded. This is just music from Zelda. So it's an MP4 version of a YouTube video I downloaded. And so going back here, you can see I have the sample folder. So I made a sample folder, and I uploaded a subfolder here. And if I wanted to, I could have also had subfolders inside. But I just did one drag and drop. So here you can do upload folder like this, or you can literally just drag and drop. And so this is very interesting. And then here, if you want to download to your computer, you can just click on download like that. And the download works great. Okay, so as I mentioned, this is sort of like a version of, it's kind of like an alternative to Google Drive. So you can put your files in here, and I think that's very useful. Now what I want to demonstrate is the document. So this is kind of an alternative to Google Docs. like this. And you can also just do a new document. You can hit the button. You can choose this for new document and or new spreadsheet. Why don't I do it this way? So I'll just call it new document, and okay, so I'll just call this example document and do it like that. And I could have just renamed, oh, actually this one is probably not what I want. It's probably better just to do new document. This seems to be like a template. These are like templates. And then if you make a new document like this, you can have a blank one. So notice this kind of looks like Microsoft Word, one of the newer versions, and this has tabs. So it looks a little bit different than Google Docs. It looks kind of more like more like Microsoft Word. And anyway, so let's just try. So this is some random text. Maybe I am writing a book. Okay, so let's just say my example book. So for example, I can choose headers. So this is a heading 2, this is a heading 1. And I haven't used this very much to know, I don't know why it defaults as blue color, but I'm sure I should be able to change the color of the text with here like this. Okay, so I just changed the color. I think that's very cool. And then let's see if it has, okay. So anytime you have an asterisk and then you put a space like in Google Docs, it'll automatically make bullets. So I think that's very cool and very useful. And yeah, so this has features just like in Google Docs. For example, you can make colors. You can have the color that. You can highlight. Okay, so that was just highlighting. But let's say, and I myself am not super familiar with this. This is also for me kind of a new thing. But let's say we want to change this one to green color. So I think that's very cool. And right now I'm using the scroll on the mouse to zoom in. And I just typed Control B, so Control B works, Control Z works. Let's see if Control C works. That works fantastic. And let's say this, I want to make this a heading 2. I think that works fantastic. And I bet there's, okay, so I'm just centering the text here, left align, I think that's default, justified. We can do right align. So I think this is very cool. And we have these different options. For example, insert an image. Maybe I can try to insert an image here. So insert image from file. I'm going to do that right now. Okay, so this is an image I had from a video I made, and this actually might have been from yeah, this was just from one of the videos I made. I thought it was maybe a screenshot from a video, but I think it's just an image that was saved. So far this is very, very cool. I love it. And again, for me, one of the most appealing things is that, again, it's open source and it's an alternative to Google. And recently, unfortunately, Google does many things that caused me, at least, to not trust Google as much. And I like having an alternative to Google. And this, to me, is really fantastic. And let me try to do one thing here. Let's try to see if I can save this. So you look at this. We have the download as, and then we have save copy as. We'll just try download as. You can do it as a docx, PDF, ODT, and these different options. I'll try to do these first two, docx and PDF. And this is what the downloaded PDF looks like. I downloaded the file, and then I'll show you what a downloaded doc looks like. Okay, so this is a downloaded doc. I think that looks very good. And I'm using LibreOffice, so maybe the formatting is a little bit off because this is a document. If I used Microsoft Word, maybe it would look almost perfect. Okay, so now I want to go over, let's make a sample spreadsheet. So go to New Spreadsheet, and I'll call it Sample Spreadsheet. So I want to demonstrate sort of the alternative to Google Sheets. And let's say I have a date, day, example text, example, another column. Okay, so one thing I always like to do is I like to basically auto adjust the columns, and I think that works quite well. So let's say, for example, the date is, this is how I like to write my dates in the Chinese way, or the Japanese or Korean way. So I don't know why it just changed this to sort of I don't know if that's the US style, but okay, so I guess it's smart enough to figure out it's a date, but yeah, it changed the date. Maybe there's a way to override that. Let's say this is some text, and let's say another column, let's say numerical column. All right, let's say we have so we have a numerical column here, which is very useful. And I'm typing Control B, so I just made this bold. And let's try one function. Let's say we want to try the mean or the average. So most spreadsheets are going to have this function, average. And let's say I'm going to try D2 to D8. And that seems to do the average well. Let's try median. If it has a median, equals median from D2 to D8. It seems to do the median well, and I think that could be the median. That sounds right. And let's try the max, equals max D2 to D should be 100. Let's see if it's 100. Okay, fantastic. And then min, the minimum should be 2. So it should be min D2 to D8. So fantastic. I think this is really very, very useful. And yeah, this looks a lot like Google Sheets to me. So we have, for example, we can make the text a different color. And I wonder how I could transpose. I wonder if this supports transposing. So for example, paste. For example, in Google Sheets, they have an option to do a special type of paste. And I wonder, yeah, there's probably a way to do transpose. So transpose means to switch the rows and columns. So basically this would, if I'm copying a column, it would basically paste it as a row. So that would be something worth learning about. I'm also a beginner with this, but I think OnlyOffice, the spreadsheet, is very good. So far, so good. Okay, now I'll try the presentation. So we'll try sample presentation. So this is what a presentation looks like. So it's kind of like a Microsoft PowerPoint. So here we have another section. We can add a table, insert chart, insert an image, and let's say my presentation. And I think that's very useful. And then we have, so this does sort of look like it's got inspirational design from Microsoft Office. So it's a little bit different than the slides from Google Docs. But I think this is very good. And yeah, so in this video, I've gone over how you can basically use OnlyOffice kind of like Google Drive. You can use it kind of like Google Docs. It's very useful. You can use it like Google Sheets. And as of now, you get 2 GB of storage for free. And if you're so inclined, you can actually do all of this on your own server. So you can own all of your own data and run your own server. And if you don't feel comfortable, for example, using Google, you can use this. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please follow or subscribe to my channel, and see you in the next one. Thank you.